Time now for the PHL morning news on this Tuesday morning, September 8th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning. Back to work, back to school for those of you in the Norton Public Schools area from grades 1 to 12. Good morning! And here now, your news at 9. 0 and now top story here at 7 a.m. on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning here is refugees from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Iran wait to be registered at Moria camp in Lesbos says Germany says it could take 500,000 refugees a year. Pope Francis radically reformed the Catholic Church's process for annulling marriages Tuesday, allowing for a fast-track decision and removing automatic appeals in a bid to speed up and simplify the procedure. The court case that Amanda Knox would come to Ravalio J. Simpson murder trial in public culture had all the lurid elements that make a perfect tabloid fodder: a dead girl, sexual assault, false accusations, judicial reversals, and the fate of a young student, Amanda Knox. The UK would not hesitate to launch more secret drone strikes in search of potential terror plots, Defense Secretary Michael Fallon said. Researchers say they discovered a new superhedge near Stonehenge site. Dr. Walter Palmer's revelation that he intended to return to work on his Bloomington, Minnesota dentist's office Tuesday said protesters scrambled to make their presence known when day one back on his job began for the big game hunter who has been under intense scrutiny for killing a lion in Africa. Nearly 20,000 refugees arrived in the southern town of Munich over the weekend, according to Bavarian authorities, and while there has been sporadic anti-migrant protests across Germany recently, many locals are finding original and heartwarming ways. North and South Korea have agreed to host family reunions for families separated by a great war, according to media reports, as reunions for 100 separated families will be held October 20th and 26th at the Batcom gig at the resort of the northeast coast. About 60 countries, including ministers from Iraq, Jordan, Turkey, and Lebanon, met in person to cement measures aimed at easing the returns of refugees. Athens, Russia plans to use an air route to the east of Greece to transport aid into Syria, meaning that the use of Greek airspace for such flights is no longer in use. A Greek government spokesman said on Tuesday, which is no longer an issue. Lawyers for defiant Kentucky county clerk court clerk are stepping up efforts to free her from jail while outside the Carter County Detention Center. Kim Davis's supporters have set the stage for what could be the biggest gathering yet. Reports CBS News. Oakland, California. A woman was arrested Sunday nearly 4 weeks after she jumped from the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge while trying to evade police with a stolen car, authorities said. Silverton, Colorado. A helicopter is bringing searchers to the remote side of the southwestern Colorado mountains where 5 people were down in a plane crash. London. Economic growth across the 19-country Eurozone this year has been revised up to multi-year highs and a further indication that this region managed to withstand the escalating crisis in Greece. Washington. U.S. small business confidence rose modestly in August, suggesting that the economy continued to grow at a steady clip halfway through the third quarter. London shares rose in Europe and Asia on Tuesday while the dollar lost ground against the euro after trade data from China and Germany highlighted the divergent outlooks of the two heavyweight economies. The euro area economy grew more than initially reported in the second quarter, driven by a surge in exports and consumer spending. Here, okay, look at that stock market report here at 7:03 here. Dow 16,102.38, Dow 272.38, SP 592.22, and Nasdaq 4,683.92. On Tuesday night, Stephen Colbert will do his first show as host of the Late Show at CBS. By Wednesday morning, there will be a pack of media outspace that the nominee should jump the shotgun endeavor. Martin Miller, age 80, whose host with Good Looks helped make him the star of two hugely popular 1960s TV series, Route 66 and Adam 12, died Sunday in Carlsbad, California. Scientists estimate the universe may be roughly 14 billion years old, and knowledge that gives us an insight into the evolution of life while exploring the universe. A mystery fireball caught over camera over the Thailand is believed to be a meteor burning up, according to experts. Spectacular footage from several dash cams captured the sky lighted up of the country's capital of Bangkok. As new horizons, the NASA spacecraft continues its journey from space. It will be working on transmitting a huge trove of new images and data from its encounter with Pluto back down to Earth. It was somebody flipped the switch in the 2-week run up to the military parade in Beijing on Thursday, a massive spectacle to mark the 70th anniversary of Japan's defeat in World War II. The Chinese capital notoriously polluted sky. New York, nearly 1 in 5 high school students who said they used electronic cigarettes to vaporize nicotine also used them in vaporized pot, according to a survey of nearly 4,000 Connecticut teens. Doctors Without Borders said Monday the existing stockpile is one of the most effective antidotes for stink bites will wear out next year, and the medical charity is called for one of global health, community donors, governments, and pharmaceuticals. All previous studies shows that the maximum sources of whooping cough infection in the babies was from their own mother. Researchers put the theory aside as they suggested that the siblings who are most likely the sources of whooping cough and pertussis. In New York, by videos in which Planned Parenthood officials are discussing compensation for providing fetal tissue for abortions, as Republicans in Congress are again demanding the end of the government from their newly 100-year-old provider. Peter Cheladusab, now 7:06 on this Tuesday morning. Time out for a sports report here. The Boston Red Sox defeat the Toronto Blue Jays at Fenway Park 11-4 as the two teams square off again at 7:10 p.m. here. And the Naughton Lancers girls soccer will open up the regular season the first game at Naughton High School against the Bellingham Blackhawks here, while the Naughton Lancers volleyball team will be squaring for the first game against the Attleboro Bombardiers here, and Wheaton Lions will be at Huss Center taking on the Brandeis in women's volleyball here. In other sports news here, Ricky Fowler came by behind with a thrilling final round duel against Sweden Center extends an acclaimed victory to $8.25 million Deutsche Bank Championship on Monday. Blacklock Virginia, Rex Miller, Alicia Spin Movier, Cardell Judge struck the herd of defenders and just about everywhere save for a few drives. Ohio State did what it wanted, when it wanted, now it wanted here. Venus and Sweden will renew their unique family bill. Robert in U.S. Open on Tuesday as the sisters two greats of the women's tennis of long courts once again as they continue to pursue their top prize of the home nation of the United States, America. Here, while the modern sports world appears willing to ignore Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s 48 and record final bid for the attention against the unheralded Andre Bruno 30-3 and simply one of and possibly one of the world's greatest athletes as he prepares. Five-time champion Roger Federer won a battle of service to beat John Isner in the round of 4 of the U.S. Open as Swiss Federer seeded second 1-7-6, 7-0, 7-6, 8, 6-7-5 set up a quarterfinal against French 12 seed Richard Gasquet, and the fourth round continued in the U.S. Open on Monday with some of the top players in the world in action on a fantastic slate of later day matches here. Peter Cheladusab, 7:08. Time now for a travel report on this Tuesday morning, back to work, back to school here. And take a look at the traffic report here. Route 4 to the southbound side. It's a little slow around the North King Sound. 130 on the westbound side. So for the Newport Bridge here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute in the Ocean State here. 295 on the northbound side. So before Route 95 in Attleboro here. Route 95 on the northbound side. So from Route 123 in Attleboro all the way out to Route 485 in Mansfield here. And then hit brakes again around Route 1 in Sharon, and then hit brakes again from Ponce Street in Norwood all the way up to Route 128 in Canton here, Route 24 on the northbound side, and slow from Route 27 in Brockton all the way to Route 128 in Canton due to an accident on Route 24 on the northbound side between Harrisville Boulevard and Avon and Route 139 in Stoughton here, so expect some delays here. Route 3 on the northbound side is slow from 53 in Hanover all the way up to the Braintree split here. 495 on the northbound side it is slow from Milford all the way up to Route 495. And then the Mass Pike in Westford doing an accident on 495 on the northbound side before Route Interstate Mass Pike in Westford here. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side slow from the Braintree split all the way up to Dorchester here. 120 on the southbound side is slow from Route 37 in Braintree all the way up to the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side is slow from Route 138 in Canton all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley here. Mass back in the eastbound side is slow from Frame on Route 9 all the way out to Newton Quarter and then hit the brakes again around the Austin Martin tolls. And the mass back to the westbound side. It is slow from Logan Airport all the way out to South Boston here. 120 and then stop outside. It is slow from Route 95 in Peabody all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington here. 93 and stop outside. It is slow from 195 in Andover all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. Route 1 in the southbound side is slow from Chelsea all the way out to Charlestown here. Typically, it's move on fine in downtown Boston here. 120, it's looking good from Mass back in Weston all the way out to Lexington here. Out in Worcester, 298 in the eastbound side, slow from Route 146 all the way out to Route 9 in Worcester here. Route 3 in the southbound side, slow from Route 40 in Chelmsford all the way out to Billerica, and then hit brakes again for Bedford all the way up to Route 120 in Burlington here. 185 at the southbound side, it is slow from Behavioral all the way out to before Route 213 to Lawrence here, and then hit brakes again for Blocks all the way out to Route 93 in Andover here. 95 at both ends, it's looking good for 128 in Peabody all the way out to Amesbury here. Up in New Hampshire, it's looking good here on 393, 95, 101. Spotted Turnpike in I-89 here. And the main turnpike's looking good from York all the way up to Augusta via Portland here. Okay, looking at MBTA alerts here at 7-Eleven here. Subway system, it's looking good. Commuter rail. Franklin Line, train 790, 5:05 a.m. from Forge Park 195 will originate at Franklin D called to a mechanical problem. And on the ferry stand, looking good here. Peter Channel News time is out. 7-Eleven, time now for weather report here. And first day of school in Norton will start off like the last day of school in June because it is going to be a hot one today. And day one today tonight. Near record high temperatures possible today. While heat index will likely fall short of advisory criteria, this should still reach in the middle of the upper 90s this afternoon here. And day 2 for 7, Wednesday for Monday, near record high temperatures possible again Wednesday with high index is just below advisory levels there. The overall severe weather risk is rather low Thursday into Thursday evening, but an isolated strong severe thunderstorm or two cannot be ruled out. In addition, there's a low risk for an isolated flash flood event or two across interior southern New England, however. Widespread flooding is not expected. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For today, says guys, how about 92 degrees and southwest with about 5 to 9 miles an hour here. Tonight, pitch back after 3 a.m. Otherwise, most of the coast guys about 70 degrees and southwest with about 8 miles an hour here. Wednesday, pitch back before 9 a.m. Otherwise, most of the skies, how about 88 degrees and southwest with about 7 to 14 miles an hour here. Wednesday, slight chance of showers after 1 a.m. Pitch back after 11 p.m. Otherwise, most skies got the west 71 degrees, southwest about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Anticipation 20%. Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms and showers like possibly a thunderstorm after 3 p.m. Cost guys have at 83 degrees and stuff with about 7 to 9 miles of chance of precipitation 6%. Thursday, showers and possibly a thunderstorm below at 67 degrees and chance of precipitation 8%. Friday, showers like possibly a thunderstorm before 11 a.m. Then a chance of showers between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Most skies got higher at 76 degrees and chance of precipitation 7%. Friday night, podcast got about 60 degrees. Saturday, most sunny podcast got about 77 about 58 degrees. Sunday, podcast guys have about 76 about 59 degrees. And for Monday, most of the guys have about 78 degrees. Here, not temperature at 7:13 a.m. Sunday night, first guys at 72 degrees, humidity 87%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Chell Morning News on this Tuesday morning, September 8th, 2015. Previously, have a good day with a good positive attitude here.